Hey everyone, today just do something a little bit different. I'd like to go through my collection of Blu-rays and DVDs. This is not all, this is going to be just kind of part one. I'm sorry, first of all, I seem to have some kind of allergies, so like my nose is not like functioning properly. So that's why I kind of sound like with my nose closed. It's not too bad, but you feel it in my voice. So okay, let's start here perhaps. And so first of all, we got Kaschern. So this gonna put it on this side. It's actually a little bit better. Okay, so there we go. This is a good, this is a great movie actually. This is by one of my favorite Japanese directors, Kiriya, Kazuaki Kiriya. He does a lot of work with green screen, which interests me a lot actually, and it's really well done. He used to be, I think he's basically a director of photography, so he knows how to work with filters, etc., very well. So he knows exactly the look to get, and he has the knowledge to get that look. Now, that's a knowledge I don't have because I'm not a director of photography. I'm a director, yes, but not of photography. I'm not very good at lenses and filters, etc. Like, I can do a decent job, but I'm not like proficient in the area. Not gonna lie. This one is good. This one I think I bought it from the US. No, this is from eBay. This is from eBay. It's in English. Well, I mean, it has English subtitles and it has a bunch of extra material. At the back here, it's listed over there. It has a bunch of material also subtitled in English. So this is the extras, and I've never seen the extras, so I'm pretty excited to see that. All right, let's move on to the next one. Next one is Logan. Uh, I haven't seen the Wolverine trilogy. I know who Wolverine is. I've never seen the trilogy though, and I've never seen this one. So the girl here, what's her name? I forgot her name. Okay, I probably can't. Daphne Keane. Yeah. So the girl, it was in his Dark Materials, which is a great show. I was really surprised by it because I didn't expect much. Let's be honest. It was a great show. I recommend it. Please do watch it. It's kind of a good adventure type of film, series, TV show. But I've never seen Logan, so I can't comment at all. I just heard it's good, so I got it. You know, I like Hugh Jackman as well. I think he's a very, I mean, from all the actors out there, I would say he's definitely in my top five. So I like to watch him. All right, this one here. This one in English is called Fly Me to Polaris. This movie I watched when I was at university. Okay, so that's like basically over 15 years ago. But I, even back then on IMDb, I gave ratings to movies so that in case I lose my lists, which I did, and I forget what I watched, I have ratings to go back to and then I can remember. But so this one actually I don't remember at all, but for some reason I gave it a 10. So people say it's like very sad, especially the last final half hour. They say it's an orchestra of onions. I don't know. I'm not easy, like I'm not an easy person to cry, so I don't know. But if you can get your hands on it, I would recommend it because that's a good movie from what I remember, like over 15 years ago. Some ratings do change, by the way. Nothing is set in stone, but most of the time it's okay. This one, Dead or Alive 2. Now, this one is made by a Japanese director called Miike Takashi. Now, this is a very big director. He's known for Ichi the Killer, etc. He mostly does these kind of, Yakuza type of movies. And they all um, they all feel like very realistic, like the camera work, etc. It's like that director Lars von Trier. it's a very specific style of shooting. It feels very kind of personal and up close to the actors. Anyway, Dead or Alive 2, I haven't seen the first part. I don't remember the first part at all. But this was kind of a crazy, like, Yakuza movie. So, check it out if you want. Okay, this is a game, so I'm going to skip it or not. Okay, well, okay. Yukikaze, the game on Xbox. The game sucks, but I want to review it, so that's why I got the box. That's why I got the game. I mean, the game is in there. It's not just the box, okay? There we go. That's the game. Yukikaze is probably the best, like, fighter jet TV show thing, like movie, etc. out there. This was just great, and they did a lot of research. Like, they went to a actual military base to shoot sounds, etc., etc. Okay, this one I talked already about a lot recently. Moonchild. This is awesome. Now, this is awesome because you don't expect it to be awesome. So basically, this is Gakt and this is Hide. They are members of a very big music bands in Japan. Well, Gakt goes by his name, Gakt. I believe Hide is in Arc-en-Ciel. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. The point here is that they are not really actors. I mean, Gakt is somewhat of an actor. He did a few things, but they're not like seasoned actors. And there are other people in this movie who are also just singers, not so much actors. So you really don't expect this to be any good because you have this collection of characters who are musicians mostly. And making a music video is very different from making a movie. But this came out really, really well. Again, this is kind of very realistic style with the camera work. It feels very up close and personal. Cool story. Check it out. Really good movie. Really appreciated that one. Okay, then we have a glass wipe. Let's put it away. RWBY, or Ruby as people call it. This is volume 6 now. I have all of them actually, but they're all in a different place. So volume 6. This one I haven't seen yet. I finished watching season 5 and this is next. This is great, by the way. I mean, for me, the best anime out there ever is Soul Eater. Soul Eater was just crazy fun. The characters were so great, etc. Really amazing. This thing is probably the closest that comes to Soul Eater, and it's not Japanese. So maybe from non-Japanese things, this is the best thing. You got, female characters, which I like. I like to see more of that, not less. And they all have their strengths and weaknesses, and they kind of complement each other to make the team. Anyway, check it out. This is fantastic. I mean, this is really cool. Otherwise, I wouldn't get it. That's the thing. All right, now this one is very questionable. Okay, this is Mean Guns. It's a very rare movie to get these days. It's with Christopher Lambert and Ice-T. I watched this long time ago, like back when I was a teenager, I think, on TV in France. And I only caught maybe the final last 20 minutes or something. But I thought, oh, that's kind of interesting. I don't know, for some reason it stuck with me, so I got it. I have not watched it, because again, I don't have a lot of time. But in a way, it's like what do you call it? Like the Japanese movie where a bunch of students are put on an island. Like, okay, like Hunger Games in a way. Hunger Games is a copy of that movie, though. I forgot the name in Japanese. It eludes me, but yeah, damn it, I can't remember. Anyway, this is kind of like this. There is a certain game that happens, and the winner gets a lot of money. So you have to eliminate everybody else, forging alliances wherever possible. Anyway, I haven't seen it, so I don't know for sure, but the ending was pretty good, so I got it. Now, again, RWBY. Now, this is volumes 1 to 5. This one is a big, big set. There are, these are discs. These are all the discs of different seasons. Well, I already talked about it. I don't think there's anything more to say. Just get it. This is great. All right, next on the list, Metropolis. Now, again, this is a classic of Japanese animation. It's made by Osamu Tezuka, and you got the box here, which you can open. It's a nice presentation. There are 2 discs. One of them is a mini disc, as you can see. And I have not watched this particular one, so I don't know like if it's something added or it's just the version that I've seen. I don't know. But anyway, this is one of the classics, man. Like, you have to watch this. Okay, getting to the end here. Humans. Okay, now this, again, I only get good stuff, guys. Seriously, I only get good stuff because, again, why would you spend money on bad things, right? Doesn't make any sense. This is great. Now, if you're into kind of android stories and you are wondering about how androids, like self-aware, I mean, androids will coexist with humans, this was a pretty good show. Now, I haven't watched the 3rd season yet, so please don't spoil it for me. I kind of know what happens because I read a little bit about it, but not much. So please don't spoil it. Anyway, the first 2 seasons are great. This really kind of makes you think about humanity and androids and what is life. It asks very kind of deep philosophical questions, which I thought was really good. Now, this is really real sci-fi there, right there. Okay, finishing up here for part 1. It's been already quite long. So, in English, Land of the Lustrous. But in Japanese, Hoseki no Kuni. I usually refer to it by Hoseki no Kuni because I don't like Land of Lustrous. That's just my personal choice. This is really unique. This is made by a studio in Japan called Orange, and recently they've been on the up. They basically they licensed Beastars, which is another great show, and also they did one of the Makoto Shinkai movies, which I like Makoto Shinkai films as well very much. So it's a studio that's moving up in the world. I'm glad to see that because they're doing really good work. Their visuals are very, vibrant colors, and yeah, it's kind of CG, but it's done very well. It's really interesting. And this story is in Japan, you have to understand that a lot of the stories, a lot of the common stories are, for example, the coming of age. This is very popular here. High school stories are very popular here. Very popular. Like, if you look at if you check the movies that are out right now, you'll be guaranteed to find one movie about high school life right now. Every time you check, there's going to be something. So it's incredible how high school life is important for Japanese people. For me, not important at all, at all, at all. But in Japan, it is. So yeah, the cultural differences, man. This is a great coming of age story, and it's actually about. I mean, these guys here are rocks, basically. I mean, they look like people, but they're actually rocks. And that means that they don't have sex. So there's no female, there's no male. And that, I find it interesting. And this is not pushing some kind of agenda or anything like that. Not at all. It's just on purpose like that. So basically, it means that there isn't a love story here. And that's fine, because not everything needs a love story, man. Okay, and the final thing here. Oh, this one is pretty heavy. Okay, this is, which side should I show? Let's go with this side. Okay, so the Battlestar Galactica, the complete series. Now this is awesome. I mean, this you have to watch. I know there are some hardcore Battlestar Galactica fans who don't like the reimagined version. But I haven't seen the original, so I can't comment on it. But anyway, this set has everything. It has the plan. This one I haven't seen yet. This is the only thing from the new version that I have not watched. And then it has boxes for each season. Pretty heavy, this one. Okay, so Battlestar Galactica, check it out. Really cool story about especially this friction between the military faction and the civilian faction. It was very well done. A lot of love stories, a lot of betrayals, etc. It really has everything. Well, it has to be because it survived for 4 seasons, you know. So that's it for today. That's kind of part one. I have many more that I'd like to talk about, so I'll do that next time because I don't want to overload these videos too much. So until then, bye bye.